So I heard a transfer rumor that is really disturbing for me as an Arsenal fan, and I'll explain to you why. I've just recently heard from a reliable source that Tottenham Hotspur are being linked to the Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen, come on guys, that should not be happening. And I'll explain to you why it's disturbing for me personally as an Arsenal fan. Now, first of all, I'll tell you that Victor Osimhen, in my opinion, is one of the most prolific strikers in the world. Apart from Kylian Mbappe, I don't see any other striker better than Victor Osimhen. If he's in the right club, he will do exceptionally well. He's powerful on the area balls. His headings are very powerful. His take-ons, his one-on-ones, he's very, very sharp in front of goal. He hardly ever misses penalties as well. He's a very powerful striker. Now, last summer, something happened. Major top clubs in Europe were looking for strikers. The likes of Manchester United were looking for, a striker. They ended up signing Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal were looking for a striker. They ended up with Victor Gyökeres, and lots of other, clubs signed prolific strikers last summer. But nobody was talking about Victor Osimhen. And I kept asking the question, why are people not interested in Victor Osimhen? He's good. He's powerful. He can score goals. He's proven both in Europe and in the Champions League. He's playing for Galatasaray. And I'm wondering, why is Victor Osimhen playing for Galatasaray? Arguably one of the best strikers in the world, playing for Galatasaray. That should not be happening. He should be in the Premier League or in Spain or in France, playing for a top club. But then nothing happened. And the kind of answers I got was that, he has very high wage demands. He can be a bit, rough around the edges, so he might upset the dressing room a little bit. Very opinionated. But that's not the major issue. The major issue is that his salary, even right now, is somewhere in the region of 400,000 euros a week, which many clubs cannot afford. But then hearing that Spurs are interested in signing him is disturbing for me, because this current Spurs side that they are really building and they spent close to 300 million already, buying the likes of Sandro Tonali and Fernandes, and they are building this squad gradually. But I'm telling you, if Tottenham Hotspur sign Victor Osimhen, it's game over. I can assure you right now that if this deal goes through and Spurs lay their hands on Victor Osimhen, I can tell you that at the minimum, Spurs will be qualifying for Europe. The last two seasons, they finished, I think, 16th and 17th. They barely scraped through relegation and avoided relegation this last season. The season before that, they finished around that same position as well. But if they sign Victor Osimhen, Tottenham Hotspur will automatically they will even challenge for the Premier League, in my opinion. They might not win it, but they will definitely be in contention for the Premier League. In fact, if Spurs sign Victor Osimhen, I rate them ahead of Manchester United, I rate them ahead of Chelsea, I rate them ahead of the likes of Newcastle and all of that. The only clubs I will put ahead of Spurs, even with Osimhen, maybe be Arsenal and Manchester City. Every other team will be definitely chasing the pack, and Spurs will be, in my opinion, they will be their third favorites. Maybe Liverpool. So if you're an Arsenal fan, or you are whatever club you support, okay, let's even look at it. Why is it a realistic deal? Spurs can afford it. They've already signed Tonali. He's on a salary close to 300,000 a week, and they have the funds. If you think about it, Spurs can afford to sign Victor Osimhen. The transfer fee I'm hearing that will be demanded for his transfer is in the region of 65 million pounds. 65 million pounds in this current transfer window, where the likes of Morgan Rogers are going for 117 million pounds. You are really to accept 65 million pounds for a whole Victor Osimhen? Yes, his salary is something else. I'm even wondering why, they are trying to sell him in the first place. Fenerbahce should not be selling Victor Osimhen at this time. And even if you want to sell him, why for that low? But anyway, whatever happens, Spurs should not lay their hands on that striker, because if they do, I can tell you here and now that Tottenham Hotspur are going to be favourites. They will definitely challenge for the Premier League, and they will definitely make Europe, even if they don't win the Premier League. Of course, there are other trophies to be won. There's the FA Cup, there's the League Cup. They will definitely be up there competing. So, if you're whatever club you support, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Whether you think that he should be. Spurs should not be having a free run for that kind of player. Okay, Manchester United are probably not looking for a striker, except they sell. I'm hearing Sesko is linked to Bayern Munich, which might not even happen. But if there are clubs out there looking for a centre forward, and they should be a very, very mad rush in Europe to grab his services. But for 65 million pounds, well, I don't know. I'm very sure that Sesko is better than Gyökeres. Osimhen is better than Gyökeres for sure. I don't think Arsenal need to go in for this. From an Arsenal perspective, I think Arsenal are good. We just need to strengthen our left side and complete the signing of Gimenez, and Arsenal should be good to challenge on all fronts this season. Yeah, we shouldn't be favourites, but Tottenham will be a team to watch if they end up successfully signing this young man, Victor Osimhen. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash on the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm out. Cheers.